Good evening, Trafalgar Valentine Vehicle Designs. This is another commentary for my watercolour paintings. This one was a cool Scania painted on A3 watercolour paper. This is the Stationery Island kind of paper. It's really good because it's quite strong paper. It can hold up like 20 layers sometimes in my paints, so it works really well. To start off with this cool truck drawing, I just did like a basic layout of like sort of like a more side view with a little bit of the front. This was done roughly with a pencil, just at first, like an Faber-Castell brown pencil, just to give a rough outlines. I think some of it was actually done in blue pencil as well. And likewise for my previous watercolour paintings, once I've got the rough lines in, I decided to just do the flat base of watercolour paints. So you've got the greens at the bottom for like the grass area and the blues at the top and stuff. And although this is white, with white vehicles you'll never just add white. It also has lots of different, it's got reflective colours from the green coming up to the bottom of the truck. You also got reflective colours of the blue coming at the bottom. So there's a lot less white than you actually might see when it comes to white vehicles. Likewise, my previous painting, I never like to do my shadows as a jet black start away. I always like to work from dark blues, then get darker and darker. If I add black straight away, it really creates a sharp contrast early on in the paintings. I want that contrast. I want to tweak the contrast within the painting like a lot later on, when I want to idea what kind of effect I want the painting to have. So I'd rather just build up shadows of blue first, that way I can control the painting later. Once I've got the first 2 layers of watercolour paints, I just gradually build up the layers, going into those slightly greys and blacks and stuff like that, and very dark blues, just to help build up the contrast within the vehicle. So I wanted the light source coming from the top down to the bottom, so I wanted the bottom of the vehicle to be darker. There was a lot of things added into this painting that had not been shown on camera. That's just because my studio isn't the only place that I actually like to paint. I take the painting with me wherever I go, so whenever I get a chance I can just add a little tweak here, a little tweak there and stuff like that. This is also efficient just because I've got a very busy lifestyle, so I can't always film everything that I have. So a lot of variety of different details that I added, maybe not slightly off camera, was like had a nice yellow strip going down it. There was a bit of livery from the company that runs it, a few details on the lights and stuff like that, and all the little wheel nuts and things. When it comes to like more detailed, a lot more precise details with the actual painting, I'll go back to that blue or brown pencil that I have and just do a soft light touch just around it. I also add a few cross hatch lines and stuff. I don't want these paintings to be 100% photorealistic, that's not really the goal. I mean, if I wanted to do a photorealistic, it would take me like 10 times the amount of time. These are just fun like watercolour sketches I like to do on the side, just to help promote my business. If people do want like a hyper-realistic painting, it'll be offered a lot more because it takes a lot more time. But these are watercolour sketches, so it's just fun little doodles and stuff. The 2 statues at the bottom, this was found on their Instagram page. I saw you on one of their recruitment posters, I think. I had like these 2 icons at the bottom, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to add to it to bring more to the truck. What I really like about this painting is I think it works really well with the vehicle, how the layout is across sideways. I think that's a good layout for it, and I think I got a good contrast to the colours and stuff like that. I think the colours look very realistic. What I don't like about the painting is I think I could have done more details. I learned from my previous painting when I get too excited with using too many materials which can imbalance the painting, so I try to use more watercolour paints and more pencils which kind of work well together, just to create more of a balance within the painting. So I don't want it to be like use Sharpies which create a lot of contrast, or thick markers or anything like that. Once you start adding markers and watercolour paints, it can create a bit off balance because the saturation of colour. Markers obviously are much more saturated, so if you add like a really saturated marker, it's going to make everything else desaturated. So if you just keep it on like pencils which are soft, and like watercolour paints which are very soft colour as well. I did this truck because I thought it would be an alternative one to what I previously did. When I'm trying to promote my business or just to do like fun paints and stuff like that, I like to do a variety of vehicles, so not just like cool cars and stuff like that. I also like to do trucks, bikes, helicopters, planes, anything I can find on Instagram or something like that just to help promote my business. This just gives a versatile of customers and stuff. So now I'm not just looking for people who enjoy supercars, but I'm also looking for truck drivers, anyone in the construction business, or anything to do with vehicles or motor or anything like that. This just helps versatile my customer range. I also like to do like tipper trucks and stuff like that, just because I just love how much more bulky and power, and I don't think they get as much love as they do as like supercars and stuff. Everyone loves to draw supercars and they see cars paintings everywhere, but there's a lot less like truck paintings and stuff. Overall, this painting went really well. I think I got 15 likes from it and about 50 views on my Instagram, so not too bad. It's not the best, not too bad. Was one query for someone to actually buy it, but never actually went through. And there was someone else asking for another painting, so I got 2 queries for actual paintings and stuff. But overall, yeah, good success painting. I don't think I want to do it again on A3. These last 2 ones have been A3 and they've been taking too long to actually complete. I've got loads of ideas and I want to get them out as soon as possible, so maybe the next painting I can finish it a little more efficient. So this has been part 13 of my commentary for my cool Scania painting. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see any more, or any comments for suggestions or anything else I'd like to paint. I'll see you for the next one.